This week on the Digital Coffee, TikTok is launching a boost post function, LinkedIn is getting rid of stories, and Facebook is adding a preferred shop badge. All that and more after this. Good morning, and welcome to the Digital Coffee. This is your weekly dose of digital marketing and social media news for small business. My name is Amanda Webb, and you are very welcome. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, if you leave a comment on this broadcast, I will send you a copy of the Digital Coffee newspaper with all the links and some more info about the stories we're talking about today if you leave a comment. So what are you going to leave a comment about? Well, I am grabbing this. One day, I hope it will fill with coffee at the beginning of the show, but it never has. We are sharing a drink together. So let me know what is in your mug. Is it tea? Is it coffee? Is it green tea? Is it just water, peppermint tea? Whatever it happens to be. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you could answer the question of the week, which is, did you used to collect stickers as a kid? Because I did. I used to collect Back to the Future stickers. And this does have relevance to one of our stories today. That is why I'm asking you that question. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll find that at the top of the chat, I have pinned a link to where you can get your copy of the Digital Coffee newspaper every week. So thank you for joining me. I do have lots of news for you today, so I will start with that. She looks for a button to press. I found the button to press. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Lee from Wellshot, and you're watching the Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb. Cheers.
If you want people to spend money with your business, you need to make it as easy as possible. And that's probably why we have things like Facebook, Boost Post, Instagram, Promote Post. We've even got a Boost Post option on LinkedIn now. And joining them is TikTok. TikTok this week announced that they are launching, I'm not good at pressing buttons today. TikTok this week announced that they are launching a promote video option. So underneath, if you have a business account, you must have a business account for this. Underneath your video, you will have the option to promote that video. There'll be different options for promoting that video. So you'll be able to have a different objective. You'll be able to choose video views as the objective of your ad, or website clicks, or followers. And you'll also be able to see the results. They'll have a whole results page where you'll be able to see how your ad has performed. You'll be able to do it directly from the video or from Business Suite if you are using that for TikTok. And I do have one caveat. I think this is good news. I think, if you want to get in front of more people on TikTok, this could be good. But at the moment, it's so easy to get organic reach on TikTok. It is easy enough. If you put up a TikTok style video, there's a good chance that you'll get seen by people. There's a good chance people will engage with you. So I can see a lot of businesses that are succeeding on TikTok at the moment won't need this function unless they want that website click. However, if you're a business and you're not getting much organic reach and it's really not working for you, this isn't going to be the solution. You really need to work on getting your TikTok content right. And I feel like we've talked about this a lot recently. This is something TikTok are working on, but we've also talked about it a lot. You need to get your TikTok content right. And if it's doing well, that could be the post, the video that you want to boost, and maybe attach a website click to it so that you can get that traffic to your website. I do think it's good. I just think we have to be careful about how we use it and our expectations when we use it as well. Because if somebody on TikTok just scrolls into a video that isn't very TikToky, they're just going to scroll by and your money will be wasted. Lots of people here. Somebody after my own heart. The advertist, hello. Stickers make everything better. As a kid, I used to collect those artworks they always used to sell in just after Christmas. The mummies of Egypt with stickers in each I can't say that word, sarcophagus. Yeah, you know, stickers are great. I would collect stickers now. Is it permissible to collect stickers as an adult? I've got a big black filing cabinet here that I want to cover in stickers. I'm just not started buying. Good morning to Mary. You've got your cup of tea. Cold tea. Well, I hope it's deliberately cold and you haven't let it go cold. Otherwise you might need to bung it in the microwave. Good morning, Katie. Katie's tea is lukewarm. Oh no. And Katie loved stickers, particularly the scratch and sniff ones. As soon as you said that, I could remember exactly how they smelt when you scratched them off, particularly the strawberry ones. I was a big fan of the strawberry ones. I forgot to mention something at the beginning of the show. So before I go on to my next news show, don't forget on Twitter at 10:30 a.m. that myself and May King Sang will be hosting a Twitter space where you can come and join. We will discuss the topics of today's show and you can come and put your own input in. So it's pinned to the top of my Twitter, which is at Spiderworking. Come along at 10:30. We'd love to see you. And I shouldn't have mentioned microwaving tea because May King is here and May King is a tea expert. She's in shock that I've mentioned microwaving tea. Let's get on with the news, otherwise I'll never say a thing.
This is May King from The FOMO Creator and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
Social media moves so fast, and earlier this year at an event that I was speaking at, I said that stories were a thing now. Stories were everywhere. Stories were a type of social media content. Get used to it. They're here to stay. I may have been a little bit wrong with that one because this week LinkedIn announced it is following Twitter's lead and it is getting rid of stories. They say that after talking to their users, that users prefer content that stays on their profile rather than stories that disappear. So gone are LinkedIn stories. However, they say they haven't said they're getting rid of them, although they are getting rid of them. They will disappear from your LinkedIn app by the end of September. They say they're evolving. They say they are evolving into a reimagined video experience on LinkedIn. And when I first heard this, I thought, well, that's gotta be, hasn't it? It's gotta be short form video content, which is basically the new stories, the new trend. It's the thing that everyone's doing. We know LinkedIn bought a short form video platform. So this could mean that, but it could actually just mean a different way of looking at their video content overall on LinkedIn. The big news is stories are going away, but what is it going to be replaced with? Is it going to be another trend? Does this mean that the short form video trend will disappear soon as well? I better not tell everyone that it's here to stay.
I'm Ian Anderson-Gray and you're watching Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
Now that Facebook shops have taken off, now that Facebook shops are everywhere, how do you stand out in the crowd? That's what I want to know. Well, Facebook have an idea. They're calling it Preferred Shop. And this is a badge that certain shops will get if they deliver excellent customer experiences. And if you get this badge, they're going to highlight you. So this is great because if you get one of these badges, it's going to show that you are a trustworthy business, that people can feel comfortable buying from you. But what exactly are Facebook going to decide is an excellent customer experience? That's what I wonder. This is very early days. They have pages set up for it. They've talked about it, but they haven't really shown you what it's going to look like or how they're going to highlight the businesses. They haven't said what this experience that you have to offer is. And I do worry that this is going to make businesses jump through a whole lot of hoops to get this, because if you don't get the preferred shop badge, and obviously not everyone can get it, otherwise all shops are preferred and it makes no sense. If you don't get it, will that mean that your sales will tank? Will that mean nobody will want to buy from you? I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Please don't rely on Facebook as being the channel that you sell through. Make sure you focus on your own website and where else you can get it from. I do think it would be great for the shops to get it, but if you have to do too much work, if you have to do too much to get there, I do think it's a bit of a pain. Katie, hello Katie. Katie says there's someone I follow on Insta who makes reels while she makes stickers. She makes reels while she makes stickers. Okay. Well, yeah, I could watch that probably all day. Good morning to Deirdre, who is watching on YouTube. Hey, hey. And Katie, yes, interesting. Yes, excellent customer service on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, how are they going to decide? Is it going to be reviews? In which case, that's a nightmare because we know people troll with reviews. I don't know. I just don't know.
You're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
You see what happened there? You see what happened? I'm telling you, this is a bad button pressing day. I shall scroll and make sure I'm not going to miss a story. I'm not going to miss a story. Big news from Instagram. Instagram says you need to put your hashtags in the captions, not in the first comment. And this is big for a lot of people who use Instagram that really rely on putting it in the first comment. This comes from a new blog post from Adam Mossery, I never know how to say his name, from Instagram, talking about how search works on Instagram. Now, the first thing he says is what search results you see. Why do you see the search results you see when you go and search on Instagram? And firstly, it's going to be to the text that you put in. That's the first and obviously the strongest signal. It's going to try and match that and find things that match your search term from people, from hashtags, from locations, and now from sounds. The second signal is that your activity on Instagram. So what you've done, what people you follow, what content you like, what you search for regularly, what you look at regularly, all of that is going to affect what you see in the search results, because obviously you could be looking for something that you have seen before. And thirdly, the weakest signal, but still worth noting, I think, is that it will depend on the popularity of the post as marked by the number of likes and engagement those posts get, or those people get if you're searching for people. That's the first thing. The second thing he says is if you want to get found more in Instagram search, use keywords in your name on Instagram, in your handle on Instagram, and in your bio on Instagram to help you get found for those things. He says keywords, not hashtags, notice. He also says use relevant keywords and hashtags in your captions, and that's where this big story comes from, in your captions, so that your content gets found for those keywords and hashtags. For me, that's not even the most interesting bit. The most interesting bit is he keeps talking about keywords, and he does go into the future of search. And in the future of search, that's not even the right image. The buttons are not working for me today. In the future of search, he says that actually, in the future, it's not all going to rely on hashtags. They are going to find other ways to identify what you're looking at. And that's why your keywords are going to be so important. Even though this is a future thing, you need to think about optimizing your captions for the things that you want to get found for, even without your hashtags, which does mean a whole lot more work, I'm afraid. And it does mean that we're delving into the SEO world. Good morning, Brian. Great to see you here. Great to see you here. And I know you've been working hard on a project. You'll have to remind me what it is and I'll stick it up on the screen, Brian, this week. Good morning, Abba. Great to see you. You're making ginger tea. Interesting to see what Facebook will do with the preferred shops. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this was bound to happen because as soon as so many people got shops and there's so much choice, they had to like find some way of filtering it, some way of saying this shop is a good shop. So it's an interesting move.
Hey, it's Andy at Content Cal here, and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
TikTok is the place where this current trend for short form video has started, but they're not going to fall into the trap that Snapchat did. Because you remember, Instagram stole Snapchat basically. Stories is what Snapchat did well. Instagram stole it. Snapchat hasn't ever really recovered. Yes, it's still there, but it's not the popular, huge app it used to be. And everyone is now stealing TikTok. Everyone is adding short form video content as an option on their platforms. But TikTok isn't going to let what happened to Snapchat happen to them. You'll remember a few weeks ago, we talked about TikTok adding stories. You'll remember that they already extended the length of a TikTok to 3 minutes. Now they're extending it to 5 minutes. 5-minute long TikToks, which means actually TikTok isn't short form video content anymore. It's vertical video content, but it's not short form. This is a swipe at YouTube, a swipe at Facebook, a swipe at Instagram, a swipe at everywhere that hosts long form content. So even if they all steal their short form content idea, TikTok is already evolving into a new place, which is just going to be all about video. Could they succeed with that long form vertical video platform where IGTV never really has? Could this really take everything away from YouTube? Will YouTube see a demise in their platform, and will TikTok take off? I think this is such a smart move, and it's a big learning point for businesses. You know, if you've just got one thing that you do, it's very easy for people to take that away. So look at how you can expand that offering in different directions to stay afloat, even when your competitors are doing exactly the same thing. I can see I've got lots of comments here. A big comment here from Abba, who says, great explanation of how Instagram is moving its approach. Do I have a link to an article on captions? The Insta hashtag guide for 2021 was recently refreshed too. That's great. I'll take a look at that. Yes, I will be linking to either you, because you've commented, you'll get a copy of the Digital Coffee, which is a Digital Coffee newspaper, which is a PDF that you'll get at the end of this show. And there's links to everything I talked about there, but I'll also be putting it in the caption. So you get the articles there. Good morning to Roy, who's in sunny Devon. Well, looking out at the grey day here, I wish I was in sunny Devon too. You put lots of Wapoo stickers on my files only yesterday, as we're in WordPress Translation Day, which is a month-long conversation. Great. Right, so this is what Brian is working on. I think it was worth giving it a shout out. Brian is a radio guy, and he's working on Recovery Month for Phoenix FM in Dublin. So search for that. It's a month to celebrate recovery for those recovering from drug and alcohol addiction. So definitely worth tuning in to Phoenix FM during this month to see Brian's great work.
Hi, I'm Carmel Siri, and you're watching Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
Apparently, Facebook users don't like political content. No surprise there. And Facebook have been working on demoting political content in the algorithm. They've been testing it out. It is now being expanded to Ireland, Costa Rica, Sweden, and Spain. Now, one of the things they've noticed, and this is what's important to us as businesses, one of the things they've noticed as they've been working on this political content thing is that political content can get a whole lot of engagement because it's polarizing, it's controversial. Everyone wants to jump in with their comments, and long discussions happen, and it can get nasty. You've seen them, you know you've seen them. So this used to be a signal that a post was worthwhile showing to more people, but obviously in this case, no, it's not, because they don't want to show these political, controversial, blood-boiling posts to as many people. So they've had to rethink that. And they're now taking into account negative feedback that a post gets, more so maybe on political posts or in general. Now why it's important for us as businesses is, firstly, do not post political content. Actually, I would avoid posting controversial content in general. I would say from your business page, but I would also be very careful on what you're posting on your personal page, because I've heard rumors that if you're posting anti-vax information on your personal profile and it's attached to a page, it can result in your page being closed down, which isn't good. Rumor, not fact, just mention that, but still I would stay away from posting about the vaccine in general. The second thing is that this is a change in the algorithm. Is this just for political content they're going to make this change, or is it for content altogether on Facebook? Will this mean that engagement won't be such a strong signal about what people like? And if it's not such a strong signal, what will be a strong signal? I guess we're just going to have to wait to find out.
Hi, I'm Kyra Fingleton from Glamping Under the Stars, and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
Instagram is working on a series of collectible stickers. When you visit a location, you will be able to collect stickers around that location. Now, we don't have much detail. This is the really early days, but I imagine this is going to be huge for tourism. So if I was to visit Dublin, maybe there would be significant stickers for landmarks that I could pick up. And basically, when I go to that landmark, if I create a story, I'll be able to add this collectible sticker to my story and it will go into my collection, which means I could go and visit all the significant, you'd be there all day because it's Dublin, but you could visit all the significant landmarks in the area. And obviously Dublin's a big city. This could work for small towns as well. If they launch this, I also think, they'd be stupid not to add a sponsored version of this so that businesses could sponsor their own sticker, which means in order to get the collection, I'm going to have to go and have a coffee here. I'm going to have to visit that hotel for tea, or I'm going to have to go and do something else. I'm in love with this idea. This is like Pokemon Go without the AR. So I won't need to hold my phone up to see the Pokemon, but I'll get into a location, take a photo and add the sticker. And I love this because what it's doing is bringing my real life and my virtual life together. I can see myself using this. People love collecting as well. People love collecting. So I think this could be huge if it happens. I really can't wait to see it. And I'll be really interested to see about whether businesses are going to be able to sponsor stickers. And obviously there'll have to be a limit on that. So they'll probably make it way too expensive and only big businesses can use it. Still, that's why I was asking you about stickers. I've got a ton of comments I've been ignoring. I haven't got a ton of comments I've been ignoring. Katie says, what a nice idea. I'm imagining that's the stickers. And yeah, I really love this idea. Yeah, exactly. Like Pokemon for tourists. I'd almost like if they added augmented reality to this as well, because I do like a bit of augmented reality. Okay. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed this show, 10:30 a.m. on Twitter, having a Twitter space. So if you want to explore the new audio trend on Twitter, that's a reason to come. Chat with myself and Mei King Sang from the FOMO Creator about the stories we've had this week. You can come, you can ask to be a speaker, you can chat with us, you can put your oar in, you can say, Amanda, you are so wrong, because I don't mind if you do. Hopefully I will see you at 10:30 a.m. Just before we go, I just got excited by Abba's comment here. Maybe we can swap stickers, because wasn't that a big part of collecting stickers when you were a kid? You could swap stickers with other people when you got doubles. There could be a whole marketplace. Oh, it's going to be so good. I will be back Same bat time, same bat place next week.